People, deluded, I'm back again. Now, Arsenal versus Leicester, the preview. It's the first week of international week, so I thought with some free time, with there not being any fixtures, which there would typically be at this time, I might as well review our upcoming game. Obviously, if there's any injuries or twists of fate, at the time of recording, I'm none the wiser, people. So those of you that are clued up enough to use your brain, use your brain. If not, I can't help you. But we play Leicester on, I believe it's I could be wrong, but the 20th of October. Either way, it's the Monday after everybody's played football. We're the last to play. So with that being said, it will be a testing game because we get to see where I do believe, I could be wrong, but Chelsea are playing United. Yes, Chelsea are spoken of title contenders and we're not, and United are people behaving like they can't get top four, but mathematically it's all possible. So hopefully somebody wins in that game. I wish both could lose, people, but hopefully somebody wins. If United win, we can get closer to Chelsea. If United lose or Chelsea win, if we win, we make further ground away from our rival in United and staying in amongst the pack, to be honest with you, because we need everybody to drop points and need us to take them, essentially. So we'll get to see essentially where we are before we've even played, and hopefully that doesn't play on our mental outlook on the game too tough, but we'll get to see exactly where we are and exactly what we need to do. It's fourth at the, obviously by the time we actually play them, it will all change. But at the time of making this, until anyone's kicked a ball in the Premier League since the return of the international break, it's fourth versus 10th. So yeah, Leicester will be on 12 points. They can move on 15 and put pressure on those ahead of them. We're fourth. We win our game. We stay in amongst the pack. It's that simple. It's that real. Hopefully everybody else loses as well. But we would have seen Liverpool, Spurs, City, United. We would have seen them play. Chelsea too. We would have seen everybody play. So we'll know what to do. Leicester, I wouldn't say I'm nervous against Leicester, but the game, when we play Leicester home or away, it's always filled with something in it. It's either it's a cagey first 10 minutes, it's a open first 10 minutes, there's penalties that should have been given, there's handballs, there's drama. We all remember the Welbs goal in their title winning season, Leicester. So yeah, it's always filled with something in it. I expect them to score, and I expect to outscore them. I don't expect to take a clean sheet. That's actually something both sides struggle with, to be honest with you. They haven't kept a clean sheet since, where did I write it down? Yeah, since the season started, essentially, they've had 2 clean sheets, but since the season started, it's been a myth for them, to be honest. They've probably only got 2 clean sheets. So yeah, but one thing I'll give them in big games, regardless of how you look at it, United, I do remember that game. I felt Leicester was unlucky, and Liverpool had to turn it on a bit. Both sides only beat Leicester 2-1, so it's not a game. It's not an easy game. Yes, Leicester have been woeful defensively and probably not hitting the heights they wanted to, but they're what? They're 10th. That's the top 10 finish, essentially, if the league finishes tomorrow. Obviously, a loss is a loss. You don't get any points for winning, but to grind out for United and Leicester and Liverpool, sorry, to have to grind out results 2-1 against Leicester, it shows that they're not easy. They're not easy. For me, and anyways, their young players seem to relish big games, because you look at Chilwell, you look at Maddison against United, you look at Damari Gray within reason. These lot relish these sort of games. And with that even being said, the wide areas for me are crucial. You saw Everton expertly exploit weaknesses or frailties for Leicester in wide areas, and that's what we need to do. But defensively, I feel we need to switch on as well. Chilwell is very good going forward, and he will not hesitate to cross. If I'm Leicester, I put crosses in, because Jamie Vardy, if he starts, or whoever, the movement is unrivaled. Put crosses in. Pereira, their right back, again, we need to exploit him. He's a bit woeful defensively. Going forward, he's crazy. So we need to be a bit smart. They've even got issues at fullback. You've seen makeshift fullbacks like Amati play as well. If they try to be a bit more conservative against us and play him at right back, because he's a bit more defensive minded, we need to exploit that as well. On top of the wide areas, crosses, because if I'm Leicester, I'm crossing it early to try and find Vardy and Co. Cross it early, get the ball outside your feet, exploit set pieces to the best you can. So that's something we need to be aware of. We need to be aware of Vardy. He can score, his movement is good, he'll work the channels, he's a very street smart defender. Striker, sorry. We need to be very careful we're going to play a high line. We need to be very careful when doing that, because Vardy's movement is very good. He'll lose you, and all it takes is a second to lose you, and it's too late. Even I ain't got the stats to hand, but his record against the top 6 sides for Leicester is one of the best in the Premier League. I think he's He's lost more times than he's won versus us, but I remember seeing he scored 5 or 6 times against us. So that's someone, if you're a better man, you're thinking anytime Jamie Vardy, ironically a player we tried to sign. So we need to be a bit more aware. We can't really give the likes of Maddison time on the ball. I'm a big fan of Maddison, but he'll pick up passes and cross into the box and pick people out that are moving into good areas. We cannot sit off and allow players to play. He's a free kick. He's excellent set piece merchant with free kicks, corners. Pardon me, sorry people, pardon me, and the rest of it. So it's something we need to be aware of. And if I was these young players or even the old players at Leicester, you relish these sort of games. For me, I'm just looking at that defence. That midfield is alright, but that defence, because their defence is a bit suspect. They've been playing a whole host of centre halves there, and it's all a bit woeful. I got a lot of time for Maguire, but again, they haven't been exactly switched on defensively. So neither have we. We ain't been great defensively. So they're probably looking at our areas to exploit. So we've got to look at theirs, to be fair with you. So yeah, on top of wide areas, crosses, not standing off people, just needing to get the result and staying amongst the pack with the rest of our top 6 competitors, there's really not much more to say. It's a midweek game as well, so we need to be on point. In regards to the lineup, international break's been very good in that. Okay, Leno's been called up, but I doubt he'll play for Germany. Bellerin's not in the French squad. I mean, he's not French, in the Spanish squad. Socrates, I'd love to see Socrates start again at centre-half. I'd actually play holding, but it's likely to be Mustafi. Monreal wasn't in the Spain squad either, so Monreal will go there. Torreira and Xhaka would be my pairing. They're both away with their respective nations too. Ozil never went, so Ozil would play with I'd play Ozil as well. I'd play Iwobi too, and I'd play Aubameyang and Lacazette. Now with Iwobi, I'd like Iwobi to play into the Ramsey role, but equally he could thrive out wide with a Lacazette and Aubameyang and allow Ozil that role. Either way, that would be my lineup. And to say it again, Leno, Bellerin, Socrates, Holding, Monreal, Xhaka and Torreira, Iwobi, Lacazette, Aubameyang and Mesut Ozil. So yeah, that's my preview, guys, in regards to the Leicester game. Forgive me if anything happens between now and when this comes out. I'm obviously not aware at the time of making this feed. So yeah, come on Arsenal, innit? Let's try to get 10 from 10, simple as. Because yeah, we got to try and get 6 to 4 points from now and Palace. Because we after that, two games time, including this, we've got Liverpool at home or something like that. A top 6 rival, one that we kind of need to get something on against, and we don't know how that's going to work for us. So we need to just take these points, and we have to treat Leicester with the utmost respect. Guys, Deluded, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for watching. If you want, comment, subscribe, like the thing, share it up. Thank you very much for being a part of my journey. I'm out.